Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been, where am I looking? Where am I looking? I've got my camera flipped a little bit. Am I centered? Am I good? Okay. All right, let's get started, you guys. Today's an exciting day. So a few months ago, a company named Rosegal reached out to me and wanted me to review some of their pieces. If you don't know about Rosegal, Rosegal is an Asian-based website that does sell plus-size clothing. But as with a lot of Asian-based sites, if you guys are familiar, they tend to run very, very small. So a lot of times, if you are used to wearing a size 1 or a 2X, let's say at Torrid, I'll just give an example, you're going to be looking at probably ordering a 5 or a 6X from Rosegal. Like I said, their sizing is different almost with every piece. So when you are shopping on their site, you definitely want to make sure that you check the size chart and then just cross your fingers, you know, because it really is kind of all over the place sometimes with a lot of these websites. And I know that not necessarily because I've ordered from them very often, but because of all the other reviews that I've watched. So when they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review some pieces for them, I thought this is a great opportunity for me to try a vast kind of array of items and show them to you guys and kind of give you guys my honest feedback as to how they fit and how they work on me. Might give you guys a good idea of what kind of sizing would work for you guys. Because the nice thing about these websites is that prices are quite reasonable. So you are looking at probably not spending nearly as much as you would if you were shopping somewhere like Torrid or, you know, here in Canada, somewhere like Additional or Pennington's or something like that. I mean, you're going to be spending a hell of a lot more money. So price-wise, I would say they're really kind of on par with places like Forever 21. And so yeah. So one thing I will say off the bat is that I did encounter a number of different pieces that did not fit. So I'm not sure if I will try on absolutely everything, but I will definitely put on everything that I can. A lot of the pieces didn't fit, and not in the sense that they wouldn't fit on my body, but they don't work, right? So even though you can put something on your body, doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna fit, or that it fits and that it actually works and you're gonna be comfortable wearing it and all the rest of it. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to link everything down below. The pieces that I grab, I will tell you the size because I think that they list the sizes even like in the actual items. Again, I have to stress each individual item, like sometimes a 3X isn't a 3X across the board, because I believe the way that Rosegal works is they have a number of different, I guess, clothing manufacturers that they kind of compile everything together. So they might get a 3X. You might get a 3X in something. That doesn't mean that a 3X in another piece is going to fit you. You have to, each individual item is sized, has a chart based on that item, if that makes sense. So don't just go by, you know, the blanket size chart and then just go through everything and pick that size out of everything. Definitely look at every single individual piece, which I tried to do as well. But sometimes it is hard to tell if items are going to be stretchy and whatnot. So the first piece that I got, this was really, really pretty. I wish this piece fit because it is really gorgeous, but it is not stretchy. So that is the problem. It is a tube style. What I might do is I might stand up and show you some of these pieces. So it's like a tube style dress, as you can see. It's got kind of this ruffle detail and this lace. And then it kind of comes about knee length, and it's got this really pretty like ruffle and lace at the bottom. This is not a stretchy fabric though. So this one is a, can you guys see that? This is a 5XL. So this piece unfortunately did not fit. I might put it on just to show you guys that it is really tight because it fits perfectly up here in the bust. Like this part fits fine. It's the here that's just too snug across my hips. So yeah, that's that. So anyway, this piece did not work. So like I said, I forget, like I got these items a while ago So I forget, I did try everything on already once, but I forget if this piece actually did fit over my hips or not. If it didn't at all, I might not be trying this on, but. I believe it was the biggest one I could find. So anyway, another thing to note, I know that a lot of people have tried Rosegal swimsuits, and I debated, but I was like, you know what? I wasn't really wanting to take that risk. I'm pretty set with what I do for swimwear anyway. I like mixing like lots of different bikini tops with kind of the same bottom all the time, and so I decided to forgo that. You can check out numerous other channels on YouTube for like reviewing Rosegal swimsuits. I just didn't go that route because, I don't know, I didn't want to have a whole bunch of stuff that didn't fit. Even if it was sent to me, I still wanted to be able to try stuff on for you guys. And like I said, the sizing can be kind of tricky. So the next piece I got, this one, it's sort of okay, but I'm gonna have to kind of look at it again. It's this kind of tank style dress. It's just the length is kind of weird. And then this material is kind of like a not very stretchy t-shirt kind of fabric. And it's this beautiful pattern. I love the colors of it. And then the bust is kind of like this. So you'll see it on. It's an odd length. I think they call it a midi, but unfortunately because I'm so short, a midi on me is like not quite a maxi. And so it's like it's like a weird odd length. Maybe if I hemmed it or did something like that, I might play around with this one. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. Like I said, I tried everything on once only, and this was a while ago, and I have not had a chance to film this video until now, so I'm still kind of as well. I think I tended to go kind of with the biggest size in most items. They generally go up to like an equivalent of like a 22, I think 24 sometimes, but I would say generally like a 22. Yeah, this one didn't fit, but it was really cute. It was I got all these pieces back in the summer. The start of summer is when I placed my order, so I was really still like all about the sundresses and feeling very boho chic and all this stuff, and this dress is just super cute. It's got this really pretty like kind of braided rope detail kind of around the neck, and then it kind of covers the bust, and then it just flows out. But again, and this one is kind of super wrinkled, but again, no stretch to this at all. So this was keep going with the pieces that didn't really work. This is a jumpsuit, yeah, a jumpsuit that I got, and the way it looked on the website, I thought maybe, but the torso is just way too short on me. So even though I can put it on, it just is way too short, and it is elasticized here at the waist, and so what ends up happening is the waist is very dropped, so it's kind of like this is kind of stretching over my hips as opposed to sitting at my waist, because like I said, my torso is long, and this, I mean, this is it between the waist and the crotch. So I mean, it's not really allowing for much length in the torso area. So that's kind of what the problem was with this. It wasn't that it didn't fit, it was that it was not proportioned properly for me. So this waist, if this had been actually at my waist, and then there had been enough fabric, that's why I'm like really liking like the drop crotch style jumpsuits. Maybe I should try one of those, because like I said, I am longer torso, so that might help in that regard. So anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it did kind of like tapers down at the ankle, which is kind of nice. So it doesn't, so it really would fit many different heights. So because of that, because of the tapered leg, which is good. And yeah, so I mean, if you're not as hippie as me, maybe not as long on the torso, whatever. I think most of these pieces, the 5 is kind of around a 20. So really, if a 6 had been available in a lot of these pieces, I would have gone with that. And I think some of them I did. So okay, now let's get on to some of the pieces that did kind of work. I mean, 2 of these didn't really, because I don't like the patterns. But these are, so I decided to get some maxi dresses. And this first one is really pretty. It's got this really pretty lace in the back and kind of an elasticized kind of smocked waist, and then just this really like flowy maxi dress. I think the only thing is the pattern kind of weirds me out about this one, and then the other thing is that the bust is too big in this maxi dress, which is very weird. And so this whole area is like from the smocked waist up is actually too big, kind of everywhere, and so it kind of doesn't hang and fit right. And I don't know how that would really, you'd really alter that because of this pretty kind of like crochet kind of doily type material in the back. But it fits. And yeah, and the nice thing about these dresses, and this is kind of like it's very stretchy. It's kind of that slinky, I guess it's like a polyester. I should really check what the actual fabric is. But this fabric really, it does a really good job of camouflaging. So like, I mean, you don't have to wear shapewear with these dresses if you're worried about any kind of like, you know, lumps or bumps or cellulite or anything like that. Showing when you wear really like thin maxi dresses, you don't need to worry about that with these ones, because just of how they drape and how they hang, they just, and I guess because they're so patterned. But I'm kind of, again, the fit on the top of this is kind of weird, and it's, I don't know, I'm just not feeling the pattern. Like, I was feeling very like beachy, you know, boho sundress, kind of like maxis on the beach, yada yada, when I placed this order. But now I'm like, unless I'm like on a beach, where the hell would I wear this? Like, it's just a little, this is just a little too loud, and the colors are just a little too much, I guess. Just, I don't know. Problem with this one is, again, the same kind of thing, like very, very beachy, very like, it's a really pretty maxi dress. The problem with this one is the top. So again, smocked waist, these like 2 kind of like triangles on either side that go up. There is no way to wear a bra with this. Like, no way. So if you have a smaller chest, this would look super cute, because it just the lines of the dress, it just doesn't lend itself for showing a bra, if that makes any sense. So I did try it on Braless. I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys at Braless, maybe I will, but I mean, unless I had like heavily reinforced double-sided tape that ensured this was not going anywhere, I mean, that's the only way I could never walk out of the house wearing this Braless though, you know? So, I mean, for try-on purposes, maybe I'll show you kind of what it looks like, Braless, but it's, yeah. And again, this blue is just too much for me. Like, it's just too, I think it's super cute, and maybe in the right, like, you know, like I said, on the beach, you know, drinking margaritas on the beach somewhere. But other than that, where else would I wear these kind of loud? You guys might be surprised because this is a very, very loud pattern as well, but it's just more up my alley. So I've worn the hell out of this one. So this one was a total hit. Sorry, I'm like, what is that? Anyway, this one is, this was just like my summer dress. Like, I just came back from vacation and I wore this like so often. Again, smocked waist, long, flowy, very, very like loud and patterned. But this is the kind of pattern that I can do. I find this really kind of, it was just like very boho, very like, you know, again, beachy. I wore this a lot on my vacation. So this one, oh, I should tell you the sizes of this. So this was a 6XL. I probably could have gone down a size in this one because it is like super flowy, and the top is a little bit big. It kind of like falls on me, so if I had gotten the 5, it probably would have fit even better. So this one was in a 6XL, and I really like this one. So this one, I think it this was in a 5, so this one, but again, like, fits really, really well, very flowy and everything. And then this one, it's funny because this one, the model on the website was like extremely boobalicious for her size, which is, I think, why they used her for this dress, because this dress is just like oddly too big up top, like even for me, and I have quite a large chest. It's just, it's too much, and it's kind of like, it's just awkward up here. Anyway, that's another thing. So yeah, so those dresses were, I mean, they all fit really well. Pattern and cut of a few of them, not so great. This one I totally loved. Okay, this tank top, this is really, really cute. So this one is, I could have totally sized down in this. This ended up being way too big. I think it's meant to be really, really long and flowy, but I don't like my tank tops like that. So this one, I mean, either it's really, really long, it's not long enough on me, and it's kind of that shark bite hem. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but it's got this gorgeous, gorgeous crochet pattern here, up here on the neck, which I just think is absolutely gorgeous. So what I've kind of done when I've styled this is I've kind of taken it, because it is, like I said, it's like a shark bite bottom, and it's super flowy. Like, this is huge, and I think this was only a 3XL. And I could tell from, yeah, a 3XL. I could tell from the site that this was going to be very, very, very flowy, and because it's a top, I was like, okay. So I probably could have sized down. I probably could have sized down like to a 1 in this, honestly, just for how I would want it to fit, because especially if I tie it or wear it kind of cropped, I definitely could have sized down, but it's still super, super cute. and I just love the crochet detail on it. So this one I really So now we're on to, I got 3 different swim cover-up wraps. You've probably seen these everywhere. Oh no, I forgot. There's one more dress that totally didn't fit. This is, I'm definitely not going to try this one on for you guys, but it looked totally different on the model. But again, it's like this slinky kind of fabric, like a caged neck, like this, and it has a tie waist, but it is like cut super straight, and it does not have very much stretch. It goes on, but I freaking look like a stuffed sausage in this. Like, it's just like, no. So it's just straight, as you can see, like, I mean, super straight cut, and just not what I had expected. I had expected it to be like nice and flowy. Again, I wanted it to be like a beachy dress. Didn't happen. So yeah, moving on. Okay, so on to these like swim cover-up wrap dresses. You've probably seen them a lot. I know that not only Rosegal carries them, but a lot of different Asian-based clothing sites featured these, and you can't explain it by holding it up. I got a plain black and I got a couple of pattern ones, but they have these, so they're just super long, and this one is the biggest one, I think. And then they've got these armholes, so basically you put it on like this, then you wrap it. I'll show you in the try on. Wrap it around. I don't find when I wear it like when I tried to wear it like this was always falling. So when I would wrap it, it wouldn't stay, and especially on this black one, I think this was in a 7XL. I wanted to get it really, really big because I figured it's a wrap, right? Well, it's too big because it just doesn't stay on the arm, and then it doesn't wrap tight enough, and then this keeps kind of falling. So what I actually prefer with these wrap thingies, whatever, is I prefer wearing them as sarongs, and I'll show you that in the try on. So I got this plain black one. This one's the biggest, and this one kind of really hangs if I'm wrapping it around my waist, or even if I were to wrap it as like the wrap cover-up dress that it is. It's almost floor length. Same kind of material, but it's like a black and white palm print. The exact same thing again. This one hangs a little bit longer, or no, shorter. So, so this one's just like a really pretty like black and white palm print leaf, and I really like that. I use both of these on vacation, all of these on vacation a lot. Different. So this one is not like, these ones are that slinky kind of stretchy kind of bathing suit type material, but this is a straight up non-stretchy polyester. So there's no stretch to this. It's literally just like, and it's a very, very thin, I don't know if you can kind of hear it. You can kind of hear that fabric. So this one, to be honest, this one I did not actually try, but it's the same kind of thing again. So we're gonna see how this one works, because this one I've never actually put on. It's not patterned on the back side, which kind of sucks. I wish it was patterned on both sides. The try on portion, and I remembered I completely forgot about this top. So this is a crocheted with these tassels. It's advertised as a swim cover. I wouldn't wear this as a swim cover. I've generally worn it as like a crop top over skirts or over or even over to give a little added something to like a black maxi dress. Just to give it a little extra. I mean, it wouldn't have to be a black dress, it could be any other dress. But I really like this top. It comes up like kind of high on the sides, and it's like a one size fits all, which kind of makes sense because it's super, I mean, on someone smaller, obviously it's gonna hang a lot lower. The tassels come down pretty far. It's kind of hard to see over this. I just tied that that wrap dress as a sarong. But so it just kind of like hangs, the tassels hang, and it kind of comes up a little bit higher on the side, and it dips really low in the back, just like in the front. But it's just like, it's super cute. I really love this piece, and this was another definite win. I don't know why I forgot it when I was showing you all the pieces, but like I said, I've had these items for a while, so yeah, so this one will be linked down below as well. And I almost forgot, I also got this handbag. So this is just a kind of like a really, really big kind of burlap sack, like boho, kind of like tote. It's massive. I didn't know it was going to be as big as it is, but it's really, really cute, and it fits really, really well over my shoulder. So like going to the beach and everything this summer, it was perfect for just kind of like lugging around all my crap because it's massive. So I really like this one. It came in handy. It's not like an everyday kind of bag that I would wear, just because it's so huge. But for the beach and for kind of this like, you know, like bumming around like all summer out in the sun, it was really perfect because it holds everything. So, so yeah, I was really pleased with this as well. So, you guys, again, my videos are kind of all over the place all the time. I'm trying to remember if I told you guys everything. But if you are interested in trying any of these pieces, I'm going to link everything down below. Again, thank you so much to Rosegal for sending me all these items for review. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully it gives you guys kind of a better idea of how these items fit, because it can be kind of daunting, especially on a lot of these websites that are based overseas or Asian-based websites. They, like I said, size chart. Check it, and if it tells you about the material, that's really good as well, because it kind of gives you an idea of, you know, if something's going to be stretchy or if it's going to be more fitted or what. So so yeah, I will leave a coupon code down below for $50 off if you want to use that. All the other information will be down there, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.